Welcome to day 22 of your 30-day core challenge. You may have noticed at this point that some of our core challenge days that piggyback on one another pair together really beautifully. So today we're going to be looking at hollow body, and then tomorrow we're going to be looking at how this applies to inversions like handstands. All you'll need is a blanket, and especially if you have really bony pelvis, you might want to put that underneath for our rolling and hollow body. So you can open it up. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it to feel like a bump underneath you, but it is nice to have a little bit of padding if you're, a little bit bonier around your pelvis. So we'll spread that out. And we're going to start face down, and I want to look at the difference between hollow body, where we bring these front ribs in to the back body and down towards the pubic bone, and locust, which is a back bend, which is the opposite. So I think often when I teach this, people get confused because they're so used to doing locust when they're on their belly. Now both are great core strengtheners. The core is not just your front abs. The core, it's like an apple core. It's all the way around, front, sides, and back. So we'll be strengthening both the transverse abs when we do the hollow body, but also some of your back muscles when we do locust. And we'll do about 10 of these. Go ahead and let's actually come into plank pose to begin. So plant your palms, lean forward into your fingertips, curl your toes, and we'll meet here. As a review, you in plank have the back of the head, the back of the shoulder blades, and the back of the pelvis in a line with one another. Your legs slope down. The plank of wood would go across your back body. Now, while you hold here, reach through the crown of your head, tuck your tailbone ever so slightly. Imagine squeezing into a block with your inner legs. And I want you to go into the middle of your trunk, like right around here. Yeah, bring your awareness right into that front band of rib cage. And notice if your ribs are kind of hanging down off of your back like a hammock, can you pull them in to your back body? And as you curl the tailbone under ever so slightly, you're going to feel them scoop down towards your pubic bone. So that's what we're talking about when we do hollow body on the belly. It's nice to feel it here in plank. Scapula broad, skull scapula sacrum in line, lengthen through the crown of your head, and hug those ribs in to the back body and down towards the pubic bone. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and lower so that your pelvis is on the blanket. And with that imprinted in your muscle memory, lie down on your belly, arms forward, nose and forehead on the ground, legs squeezed together tight like a snake tail, like one leg. As you exhale, you're going to lift your abdomen and press down into the top of your thighs and hollow out. So you might even, some of you might even be able to slide a hand under your abdomen right here. Like a little ladybug could travel from one side of the mat to the other. So your front ribs draw into your back body and down towards your pubic bone. And now do the opposite. Press down into the pelvis and fly up in locust. If this is too much, you can always bring your arms down, and this is much gentler. Since you're jumping into this, you're not warm yet. Like in a yoga class, I would start locusts with the arms back. So you can bring them back if you want. Okay, lower back down. Now let's link that to the breath 9 more times. So squeeze your legs together, and as you exhale, hollow body. You'll feel the front ribs, the top of the thighs, and then this kind of hollow scoop around your midsection. And then inhale, locust. And arms can come back like mine are or stay forward. Exhale, 8, hollow body. Inhale, locust. Exhale, 7, hollow body. Inhale, locust. Exhale, 6, hollow it out. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, locust. Exhale, hollow body. Inhale, locust. And last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Amazing. Press back into child's pose for a moment. So big toes together, knees wide, arms outstretched. Take a gentle roll and rock across your forehead. All right, walk your hands in. Come on up to seated. Now we're gonna roll. So we've gotten into hollow body, locust. Now we're gonna link into the sides. What I'd like you to imagine for this movement is like your mat, your blanket is a canvas, and you have rolled your torso in paint. So you wanna paint the canvas with your torso, but you don't want to let your legs or your arms touch. They will stay lifted the whole time. So part of this is engaging all around the circumference like an apple core of your core. Another part of it is finding how to get the momentum to move. Oftentimes people feel almost like a beached whale. Like it's really hard to roll to the side. You have to kind of rear in the opposite direction in order to roll, okay? And that requires connection through the core. So the whole thing is great for conditioning all around the circumference of your core. Let's start nice and slow. Make sure your pelvis is on the pad if you need that. We're gonna work with our arms overhead and lift up into locust. So again, your arms and legs stay up. Now roll to your left side and keep your arms and legs up. You're gonna glue your big toes together. Try to lift your left arm off the ground, lift your left leg off the ground. And then roll to your back. Now this is another hollow body position, right? Scoop it up. And then roll to your right. And then let's go back. So roll to your back. Hollow body, roll to your left. Roll to your belly, locust, without letting those arms and legs touch. Roll to your right. Legs together, right thigh up, right arm up. Nice. Roll to your back. Hollow it out. Roll to your left. Roll to your back. Thumbs point down, pinkies up, so you have that external rotation of your upper arm. Roll to your right. Roll to your belly. Now let's smooth it out. Let it just kind of roll and roll back. Now you might find it's easier to go at a quicker or a slower clip. So you want to shift your habitual pace. Let's take one more lap after this one. You're gonna feel a little bit like a fish out of water here. That's right. Last half lap. And come back onto your mat and press back into child's pose. We'll finish here today.